never again be confused about which ISO to use for landscape photography, because we should be using the lowest ISO for 99% of scenarios, as having a low ISO will allow for the most dynamic range when editing our photos. This will create cleaner images with less noise when editing, especially in a high contrast scenario with a very bright sky and dark foreground. It can help balance out our exposure. For example, my Nikon Z6's lowest base ISO is 100, which is where I shoot majority of my landscape photography. The only 1% of time where you can't shoot the lowest ISO is if you're shooting a panorama where the light has gone down quite a bit. Then it makes sense to raise your ISO a tad so you can bring up your aperture to f8 and bring up the shutter speed to avoid motion blur. Other than that, shoot at the lowest possible ISO for the best results as a landscape photographer. And